The Big Show with Night and Day for the best milkshakes, thick shakes, and super thick shakes.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Thursday afternoon, the 5th of September 2024. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day.
God, Jase. I thought you had,
man.
I went too early there. I went too early.
No, your voice just crackled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
well, it's
shambles.
because I'm running out of oxygen. It's the million durries that I've had in my life.
I don't
My-
even think it was that.
My lungs collapse on me.
That sounds like a serious health concern, man.
Wow,
I'd get
no,
that
you
checked
know.
if I was you.
You know when you go to the doctor and you do that and you blow into that thing and that measures your lungs?
My doctor didn't make me do that.
No, well, he makes me do that. And I only get it up about, a fifth of the way up there.
Can't get it up.
Yeah, well, no.
Up where?
I'm pretty good at getting it up, but just on the blowing.
Only
I'm not
about
so-
a fifth.
I'm not good at blowing, Mogi.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Practice makes perfect, brother.
What
Yeah, I
was your
can
doctor wearing?
Pardon? Oh, Warriors shirt.
Yeah, Jersey.
Speaking of shirts, I'm loving your sparkling tidy-whitey there, Mogi. How are you,
Yeah.
you rogue stallion?
Yeah, I'm going pretty grousey, you mad dog. You sick son of a bee. This one's got a hole right in the middle of the chest.
I noticed that,
You
yes.
see that? But I'm on the radio, so I don't care. I don't mind wearing it in here.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I like that it's got a hole in it.
I like it too.
I really like it. It looks great.
Thanks, man.
Keyzie.
Here we go. Here we go.
No.
No.
It's just
Seriously, Keyzie.
I know you had-
like your hat.
I know that you had a big night last night. And that's...
I didn't have a big night last night,
That's cool.
Jase.
And you came in looking a little bit sleepy today, I think it's fair to say. But, God, you look good, mate. And I tell you what, the combination of your just roll out of bed hair, your white tee and your Chevrolet jacket there, it's really working for me today, man. You're looking great, Keyzie.
Do you know what you've done?
What's that, man?
I no longer want to wear anything that has Chevrolet written on it.
Well, I like that it's had that kind of effect because now you've got your surfboard shirt on that's got moon eyes written on it.
Yeah.
And that's, I
No,
never heard of it.
don't diss that. Do
It's
not.
cool. It's cool, man. It's really good.
If I want to wear my Moon Eyes surfboard shirt, all right, there's nothing wrong with that.
But that's what's happened now. You see what you've done to him, Jase. Look at him. He's pulling his sheepskin jacket nice and tight across his shirt so that you can't gaze at his midriff there.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, when you were pulling your jacket tight there, your muscles were popping, brother. You've been going to the gym?
No, I haven't.
Right, because you're looking good, Keyzie.
Thank you.
Despite your massive night. Hey, now
I thought you were
listen.
going to say massive nose
Same.
there. Jace, you look hot.
Thanks, man. Hey, now listen, I got a bit of a headache, to be honest.
Oh, you're good, man.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Big show ahead. We've got David Nyika coming in to talk about the fact that his opponent got done for a drug test yesterday. He's got a new opponent today.
That's right, and we'll actually announce it next, just quickly, who
Yes.
his new opponent will be, because it's literally dropped just now.
Yeah.
So it's
Exciting
huge.
times.
I just heard it on the news. Was it that person?
Yeah,
Yes, it was that person.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
did she
yeah.
say it? Did
Oh,
she?
good. Yeah, she
Oh, we
did.
can still say it ourselves, Keyzie. In the meantime, here's Queen to the Stone Age.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Collective Soul there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 13 minutes past 4 o'clock, but we have breaking news.
This is breaking news.
Do-do-doosh.
Yes, well, of course, there was the news yesterday with the David Nyika fight that their opponent had failed a drugs test.
Yeah, Caparello.
Caparello, and so he was done and dusted and gone burger.
Yeah.
But we have an announcement. His new opponent is, Keyzie.
Tommy Kryptonite Carpensey. Now, Mogi.
Never heard of him.
So he's 38 years old. He's an American bloke. He's had a hell of a lot of fights. He's challenged for various titles. He's 31-8-1. He's had 19 knockouts. But Mogi, you pointed out something quite interesting about this matchup.
Well, you want to replace like with like, Jace. That's what we always did when we were promoting fights, and you had somebody drop out because they've been shooting themselves up with the old testosterone, trying to get a bit of extra power in the old fist there, brother.
Yeah, man.
Can't blame him, Keyzie. It's just part of the fight game, mate. But he's been caught now, so that's his lot. So yeah, you want to replace light with light. They're the same age, Carpensey and Caparello. Same height, give or take. 6'1" versus 6.5 inches, And the most important thing, both southpaws.
Yes.
Both southpaws.
Well, that's one of the things, because we're going to be speaking to David Nyika later on in the show, to have an opponent drop out so close to the fight, you'd have been training for that particular opponent. So a good call from their trainers to get a like for like, as you say.
Yeah.
I was in the mix for a little while, but I was tricky because, of course, trying to hit a little bastard like me is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Because you're always punching down, you know.
Especially, because you're sort of cowered into a little ball in the
exactly.
corner.
I do the sort of Tyson weave, you know what I mean? And so that's good news. But we'll find out, I guess, the intricacies of the fight later on this afternoon.
I was having a chat to him on the phone, and he said he's going to be going for liver shot, liver shot, liver shot, liver shot, uppercut. And I think that's a good plan.
And he's willing to let the opposition hear that and find out about that.
You always tell people what you're up to.
Yeah, okay.
Because he's a young buck, isn't he? How old's he? He's about...
David Nyika?
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, 18.
Well, no, he's not 18.
Are we going to talk about how good looking he is?
We're trying not to.
I don't think
No,
so.
okay.
He's
You guys,
29.
you guys ask the questions, and I'll just look at him.
Yeah,
Is that all
okay.
good?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other, so, as I said, he's 38, southpaw, 6'1.5" and he's got a reach around 73 inches.
I don't know if that's appropriate, Keyzie.
No,
Can you sound the alarm, mate?
No.
It's
Yeah,
completely
that's not-
Well, no, that's the
inappropriate.
racist alarm. That's
I don't
clear
even know what you
Boxing,
call
mate.
it.
What is it?
That's reach around is not boxing check, Keyzie.
No, I said he has a reach of around.
No, you didn't say that.
Didn't I? Well, I can assure you, Mike, it was an accident, all right?
Well, lucky we didn't make a big deal out of it then.
Exactly.
But you made me play the racism alarm.
Here's MGMT.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, the clash there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. Now, fellas, I don't know if I've mentioned this to you, but with all the dog squad money I've got at the moment, I thought it was time to sort of upgrade our ensuite in our bedroom.
Why do you say it like that?
Ensuite.
Ensuite.
It's en-suite. That's how we say it in New Zealand.
No, it's ensuite, Keyzie.
Hon.
And so, of course, you got to get the process started, organise your builder, your plumber, your electrician and all that sort of stuff. And
Tyler? You getting a Tyler in?
no, we're not actually going to tile. We're not going to use tiles. We're going to go lino, strangely enough.
Cheap.
Jeez, that's cheap.
Yeah, it's kind of cheap, but there's a certain look that we're going for.
Cheap.
And I don't know if you guys sort of know this, but it can be a hell of a time trying to coordinate all the different tradies coming in at the same time and stuff like that. And obviously, of course, yes, Mogi.
Just on that, I'm just wondering, who is the lino guy? Do you not have to coordinate a lino guy as well instead of a tile guy?
Well, basically, the guy that you, or the people that you buy it off, they have people that can install it for you.
Yeah.
So that's the situation there. But, so many people have sort of said to me, Jase, why are you even bothering with tradies? You know what I mean? Because, let's be honest, they're not cheap. And even though I've got a massive truckload of dog squad money, tradies aren't cheap, man. And, so many people have said to me, I don't know if you guys have heard this, it's all on bloody, what's it called? YouTube, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, hang on. No,
So-
you're paying because they're all qualified people that have spent years learning a craft.
Yeah, but the point is, I'm pretty handy, Keyzie. And
No,
I can go onto YouTube and figure out the plumbing and figure out the
I think-
electrics, figure out all that stuff, the jibbing and all that carry on.
I think you're thinking handsy.
No, handy. So what I was talking to my wife today after we had a bit of a hurrah of a time organising all these trades, and I just went, actually, I'm going to do it myself.
Yeah.
And it makes me wonder, do we need tradies anymore with YouTube and all that sort of stuff? Because you can literally go on and they show you how to do it. How
They
hard
do.
can it be?
Yeah.
But then you've got to hang on, because then you have to actually execute what they're showing in a short video, which is very much, just the gist of how it's done.
Yeah.
And this person that's making the video
Yeah, but
has
that's what-
experience doing it.
That's all that good Kiwi men need is the gist.
And woman.
And woman, indeed.
Yeah, and woman,
my,
Jase.
Kiwi woman just need the gist.
my wife's very handsy too. And, she can contribute and do all that sort of stuff. So I thought, no, bugger it. I'm going to take this project on and I'm going to do a good job and save me thousands and thousands and thousands of tradie dollars.
Yep.
Are you worried that if you try and do the lino yourself, it'll look tacky and cheap?
No, I'm very confident.
that it will look
It will,
tacky
yeah.
and cheap.
You know, and it makes me wonder, because this is the sort of philosophy of New Zealanders: just get in there and give it a go and do it yourself.
You
know
got a
what I mean?
number 8 wire attitude, Jason. I love that about you, man.
Totally, man. And let's be honest, do tradies even know what they're doing?
Well, some of them don't, and I think some of them would agree with you about that.
Yeah.
And they certainly bag each other. So, you know, a Sparky will be bagging a plumber.
Yes.
Plumber will be banging it. You know what I mean?
And this is the other thing. When you've got a plumber, you've got an electrician, and you've got the builder, all you're ever doing is mediating between all the fights that they're having between each other. You know what I mean? Who needs that in their life?
Well, I mean, it depends if you. So are you telling me you're going to have a crack at doing plumbing?
I'm not going to have a crack at it. I'm going to do it, Keyzie.
Right.
And
Okay.
all
You're going
the
to install a
electrics.
toilet.
And I'm going to put the fan in the ceiling. All of that jazz, man. Hoity J's going to do it. It's on YouTube.
Jazzman. But are you going to install a toilet into like the sewage system?
Well, we've got free toilets here at Radio
no,
Hauraki,
but you've got to
so-
install it.
Mate,
Is your toilet an S-trap or a P-trap?
as my mate once said to me, plumbing's just connecting pipes, Keyzie.
Yeah.
I mean, how hard can it be?
Yeah, that is true.
I know plumbers try to convince us, it's a bit more than that, Hoity J. I don't think so.
Yeah.
That pipe goes into that pipe. You know, it's the same with electricians. That wire connects to that wire.
A little bit of
Lights
silicone,
on.
job done.
You know, and how hard is it to demolish something? It's easy. Just whack out that jib, whack some new jib up there. How hard is it?
So easy, Jase. Well, 3483, let us know your thoughts. Should Jase DIY it? Are tradies super replaceable by watching a YouTube video? I certainly don't think so. I'd like to make that clear.
Oh, well, that's not what you're saying off here, Keyzie.
Don't bring me into this.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Soundgarden there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 4:37. A special treat. We got old Pugsan from Studio B in the studio with us. How you going, Pugsan?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Jase?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Very, very good indeed. Sit back and relax, because it's time for Connie Chat with your host, Pugsan.
You know what? I fully fell for it, man. Fully and truly, you got me.
Connie Chat, it's back, baby.
So,
I tell you what,
can I just give some context to the audience?
people love it, Pugsan.
I'll give some context to the audience here. So, in another chat with some friends, I've been talking with Keyzie about an egg recipe that I made, and I thought there was going to be some massive piss take, but the guys asked me to come in and share my egg recipe, and I don't know why, man, but you sold me. Maybe I was excited about talking about my soft-boiled eggs
Mate,
there.
unless it's a love egg, we don't want to hear about it because this is Connie Chat.
What's a lovey?
I don't know.
Couple of soft-boiled eggs there.
Yeah. A lot of questions are coming in.
Go
Are
for it.
they?
For
Yes.
Connie Chat, Pugs.
On what?
This one here from Margaret.
Who's Margaret?
Where do you buy your Connies in bulk? Cheers, Pug son. It's Margaret.
Night and day.
Night and day.
Always.
Oh, do they
Yeah,
do
yeah.
them by bulk?
Well, for me, they do. It's like one of those sponsorship things.
Are we
It's a
talking?
Pakistan special.
Yeah, like a box or a pallet?
Well, I ask for a pallet, and then when they run out.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else you got there, Keyzie?
Trev got in touch
Oh, how? On what?
on the Connie line.
Oh,
Yeah.
0800 Connie. Are you worried about the impact you're having on the environment with your legendary condom consumption?
Well, they've got environmentally friendly Connies now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen those, Keyzie.
Yeah. Do you use those?
Another one here on 3483. Hey, Pugsan, how many times is the maximum I can reuse a Connie?
As many times as you like.
Really?
Just go for gold, man. Go hell for leather.
See?
Hammer and tongs.
See, I thought it was just once.
Yeah.
See,
this
that's
is
a
why-
poor attitude, though, Keyzie.
This is why we have Connie
Imagine
Chat.
the value you're going to get for the Connies that you're buying if you use it as many times as you can.
Reuse and recycle.
Thank you.
Just
thank
on
you.
those sort of environmental Connies.
Yeah.
Getting out, they're really good because they disintegrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're made of
Yeah,
rice
yeah.
paper.
Yeah. So
Rice paper.
Yeah.
If you are conscious, if you do want to make love, or you're just spending time with yourself, they're a great buy
Yeah.
for the environment.
You use them when you spend time with yourself, Jase.
Well, yeah, you don't want mess.
Here's a question here from Mathan.
Who?
Mathan.
Do Connies really expire, Pugs? Cheers, Mathan.
Well, as I say, you can use them as many times as you like, and so by that logic, they don't really expire either. The environmental ones do, obviously,
Yeah.
because that's what you want. You want them
Because-
to expire and
Well,
disintegrate.
they start expiring as soon as you put them on, don't they? Well, disintegrating.
For me, yeah.
And then when you wash them, that's on a delicate wash, yeah?
Delicate wash, and if you get one of those wash bags that you put your...
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you're
a bra bag.
you're like your bra bag.
Yeah.
Or just on it. Do they actually have like a Connie wash bag?
No, you can just use any wash bag, Jase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And is that front load or top load?
Just whatever you got, man. It works.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, great stuff, Hudson.
That's
Thanks
really
for
good,
that.
man.
The people love it. The
So
people love it.
You guys don't want to hear about my soft-boiled egg
Yeah,
recipe?
no,
Come back
totally.
tomorrow, man. You can talk about it then.
Yeah, tomorrow. Or maybe after 5. We'll see how we go.
I'm
with
never
David
coming in
Nyika.
there again.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
The Blake Keys there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 4:56. Coming up after 5 o'clock, by the way, David Nyika's coming in to have a chat to us.
About his new opponent.
Yeah, man. What's this? Tommy Carpenzi.
Yeah, the
Kryptonite.
Kryptonite.
Tommy Kryptonite.
Incidentally, does David have a nickname? we
Yes,
know?
he does. No, he does have a nickname. It
The
is
Stud.
I think it's David Num Num Nyika.
Yeah.
David
Nyika.
Nyam Nyam.
I can't remember it. Oh, crap.
Oh, how's the Dr. Google
the nice
fingers
guy.
going?
The nice guy.
You are joking.
David, the nice guy, Nyika.
That's really puts the fear of God into you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know that's what they say about nice guys.
True.
What's that?
They finish last, Keyzie.
That's great.
True that.
Can
man.
you write that down, Jase?
But also, in regards to nice guys, that end up being like mass murderers. He was such a quiet, nice guy.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that David's doing that.
Sounds like that's what you're saying. That's a hell of an accusation, and we'll put that to him next hour, and he's probably going to give you the old dedouge, and not the kind of dedouge you want either.
He
Yeah.
could try, Mogi.
There'd be a bit of this going on. That's not the racism alarm, by the way. That's an ambulance coming to pick you up.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Thursday's going along very nicely. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night. Day.
Really
You're really trying that one, Jase. Nice work, mate.
And
really proud of you.
speaking of days, here in Auckland City, it's a beautiful evening again. I hope wherever you are in this great country of ours, it's a beautiful day as well. Text us, by the way. How is the weather where you are? 3483.
That's good stuff.
Thanks, mate.
Weather chat.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, just on night and day, just got a wee note here that says anytime's a good time for a thick shake at night and day. And I had never thought about it like that, and I just thought this is a really good point.
Not when you've got a flu, though. We've talked about this, Keyzie. If you've got a cough, dairy's the last thing you want.
Yeah, but they would also have like lozenges and stuff there.
Yeah.
So-
Having
have
said
both.
that, if you have heartburn like we've been having lately, Mogi, a thick shake would do the ticket, I reckon.
You reckon?
Would be just the ticket, I should
Oh.
say.
Isn't it weird that
a nice, cool sort of thick shake just winding its way down the esophagus and
Like-
heart cavity.
It's weird that you both have all of a sudden developed heartburn at the exact same
Well,
time.
that is what's weird about it is that I've got it and Jase is pretending he's got it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
I will tell you this. I now have a bottle of Gaviscon in my bathroom.
Yeah, Mike used to do that.
On my side of the sink, obviously.
Well, I've got a sipping bottle. As you know, I carry it around with me like a hip flask.
Yeah.
And it's just there
Yeah.
for sipping, just sucking one back.
I genuinely don't know what it is. I've never had heartburn before,
No.
and I've been a bit belchy and windy. It's
Yeah.
like, what's going on there?
gross.
He's been ripping them
Oh,
out.
and then our boss Toddy was telling us about the fact that he's got some sort of weird hernia
Yeah.
that causes heartburn and sort of all that sort of stuff, and he has to take medication for it. So maybe we've got that, Mogi.
He also said he's got a horrendously ravaged downstairs foreskin. Did you hear him
No,
tell
I didn't
that
hear
story?
that part.
Oh, God.
He was
An
also
absolute
yeah.
disgrace.
And he was saying
saying
he also has to wear like a diaper at all times.
Wow, I didn't
Yeah.
get that bit. What? So he's wearing a diaper now?
Literally right now. Crazy, eh?
That's full on.
Got a backbone.
Here's Nirvana.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Wallflowers there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 16 minutes past 5 o'clock now. Keyzie Mogi pointed out a quite startling statistic the other night. I don't know if you took
Keyzie
notice of
Mogi.
it. No, Keyzie pointed out a quite startling
Yeah.
statistic. And it was to do with basically Auckland house properties. Because, of course, as we know, Keyzie is looking to sort of upgrade a little bit.
Not really, like eventually.
And
He just started looking.
And he's looking for a family home. He's envisaging, how many you were saying? 5, 6 little Keyzies?
Yeah.
5 or 6,
whole
was it?
key ring full of them. That's right.
Going to do some evicting, Keyzie?
Yeah, man.
Good on you, mate.
So, yeah, if I could evict heaps of people and then have 6 or 7 little Keyzies running around, I'd be really happy.
Yeah.
And Keyzie often talks about the fact, of course, that him and his lovely wife like to go for walks. And
Why'd you drop your voice down? Him and his lovely wife.
She's very elegant, you were saying, Jase.
Yeah, she's very elegant.
Don't.
And they like to go for walks around the neighbourhood and looking at properties, etc. And he was talking the other day about actually going inside the houses that were for sale.
Yeah, we went to a few open homes around the area just to have a nohi, have a wee look.
But the horrific statistic that he gave me, and I don't know if it's accurate or not, he said basically entry level for a family home in Auckland's you're looking at about 1.8 mil.
Yep.
So what I said was, if you want to buy close to Auckland, so you've got a 15-minute drive, and you want a little standalone house with 3 or 4 bedrooms and a little yard, a garage for your bikes and your dad's truck, that's like 1.8 mil.
Right.
It's outrageous.
Yeah.
And that was sort of playing on my mind. And as you know, my wife and I thinking very seriously of selling up Mogi.
Yeah.
At the end of this year, and I was talking to my wife, and a thought occurred to me. You know what I mean? And I thought, well, I'm always about helping the young people out there, giving them a step up, as it were. Yeah, totally, man. Totally. I've got all this dog squad money. I'm just about to do my ensuite up, and I thought maybe Keyzie, you and your lovely wife, I could maybe cut you guys a deal. Maybe there could be some. We don't need to get real estate agents involved or anything like that. We could cut a deal, and I could do you a good deal, and it'll be a new ensuite on our main bedroom there, and we could sort something out, mate. I don't know how you feel about that.
Hang on, what isn't your house like miles out west?
No, it's not miles out west.
It's further out west than my one, though.
Literally 15 minutes drive, generally speaking, apart from peak hour where it's an hour 50.
Sure. I mean, how many bedrooms is it? Is it more? Because I've got 3 at the moment. Is it more than that?
4 bedrooms.
Oh, okay.
Two lounges.
Have you got a sun lounge?
Yes, we've also got, the old car park there, 2 cars.
Carport?
Not a port, but I could build one.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Because you're doing all the renos on the ensuite yourself, you're plumbing everything in.
Yeah, and doing all the electricals and all that sort of jazz.
Yeah.
Is there a garage?
There's a garage.
Is there a garage or a shed?
I've got a garden shed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you got somewhere I can park my truckie and lock it up tight
Definitely.
on the property? Like a
Yeah,
garage?
on the property, yeah, for sure. Massive backyard.
Yeah. Room for little Keyzies to run around,
Yeah, heaps of room.
trees, etc.
Yeah, lots of trees. Some of them are sort of rotten or falling down.
There's that
and
one that's
stuff.
going to crash into the house.
Yeah, there's a massive one that'll keel over at some stage, but hopefully I won't be there when it happens.
Well,
But
hang on. Can I come around and do my due diligence?
that just feels like you don't trust me,
No,
Keyzie,
I
you know
do
what
trust
I mean?
you, Jase.
And,
I trust you absolutely, as far as I can throw you, which, to be honest, would probably be quite far.
and you're talking 1.8. I'm happy to go 1.75 for my house.
Well, can I get a valuation done first and just double check?
Look, mate, I can get that done for you and send it off to you. So maybe speak to your lovely wife.
Actually, here's a question here.
Lovely wife.
How many piles of bricks you got in the backyard?
2 piles of bricks.
Okay, well, see, that's good. That's something that would sweeten the deal.
2 composts.
2 composts.
Wow.
Veggie patch.
And one of yours is an indoor compost, isn't it? You're running that in the guest bedroom.
Yeah, the guest bedroom.
That's handy. So, Keyzie, you go in the kitchen there, right?
Right.
You've made dinner and all of that. You got your food scraps.
Yeah.
You've got the plastic packaging from your tofu, your sausages, all those
pork
sorts of
mince.
things. You got some tin cans. You got some bottles. You've had a bottle of wine, etc. And then you just go down to the guest room, the second bedroom down the hallway, isn't it, Jase? On the
Second
right
on
there.
the- yeah,
and
second
you
on
just
the
throw
right.
the lot through the door and close the door.
Is that compost?
I should actually tell you that in the sun lounge that we're talking about, I do have a worm farm in there, and we breed guinea pigs. So that's kind of been their home. It's a bit stinky, a bit wee,
Can I
but nothing a good scrub wouldn't fix.
get it meth tested?
Funnily enough, the people that owned it before us were into their meth massively. It didn't do us any harm.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Oh, yes, indeed. Pennywise there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. Very excited about our next guest, boxer David Nyika. You mad bastard. How's life?
Really good, mate. Really good. No, happy to be here. Happy to be promoting this new opponent.
Yeah, man. A bit of drama in the last couple of days. What was his name? Caparello failing a drug test.
Yeah. He's pissed away one of his last, possibly one of his last paydays. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
He'll be devastated. It's one of those things, though, isn't it? When you're an Australian and, you're probably up to your eyeballs in testosterone and cocaine and God knows what else. But that is a real bugger up, man. This close to a fight, he will be unhappy with himself. What a great opportunity he's missing out on. Yeah.
Well, it's been looming for a while. We were trying to make the fight still happen. Like the test was about 5 or 6 weeks ago, and he's come ahead with a clean result in the last week or so. It's like, okay, well, anyone can get their pee a little bit clearer over the space of about 5 weeks. So,
what do you think? Would you rather, like, if you had the option to just fight him anyway, on whatever drugs he's on, would you still do it?
Oh, yeah. That was the first thing I said. I said, well, like, can we still make the fight happen?
Yeah.
And we gave him 5 weeks to get his B sample tested, but he refused to get the B sample tested. So that's the first thing you do if you're innocent. You go and get that tested. So we've got a new opponent, and he's just as tough, if not tougher. I think he's a more attractive opponent in terms of his style,
right.
being more front on. I think Blake was going to fight a little bit negatively. So yeah, we've got a fight on our hands. He's fought 3 former world champions and beaten one of them. So he's credible.
Tommy Kryptonite Carpensy, and that's the thing is, out of his 31 victories, 19 have been via knockout. So he's a guy that does search for the big hit.
Yeah, he's been in the ring with the best of the best, and he's tried and tested. I just hope he can bring the best out of me, because this is a great opportunity.
Yeah, look, you strike me as a very confident human being. I've never met you in my life. Because I was thinking to yourself, this, close to the actual fight, it must be pretty off-putting when I guess your whole plans have been based around this guy that you were going to fight. He pulls out. How disruptive is that for you fellas?
Yeah, that's something, like, as boxers we need to be able to adjust to any adversity, and adversity comes in so many different shapes and sizes in a sport like boxing. So it's just something that we need to take in our stride. It was a little bit stressful because we didn't have an opponent for a while.
Sure.
But yeah, we just deal with what's dished out in front of us.
Yeah, and you've managed to find a guy that is pretty much the same height, pretty much the same age, pretty much the same record, also a southpaw.
Yes.
So how long is obviously we only hear about this in sort of the last 24 hours. How long has the team behind you been searching for a replacement opponent? Because you, as you say, you're giving him a chance to test his B sample, but you have to be thinking to yourselves, or your team does, if this buggers up, we have to have a plan B as well.
Yeah, to be honest, I couldn't even tell you how hard my trainer's been working to find. My trainer Noel Thornbury's been trying to find another opponent. They've from the sounds of things, they've actually unearthed a whole plethora of different opponents that we could fight down the line.
Well, heaps of guys are keen for a fight. Yeah.
Well, because Jase, obviously, you used to be a bit of a scrapper, and you put your hand up to fight Dave.
Yeah.
How do you think you'd go against Jase, Dave?
Oh, look,
that's a bad Photoshop, wasn't it?
I'll be honest with you, man. Having met you now, I reckon I could absolutely kick your ass.
Put your seat down.
I'm being honest, man. It'd be douche to the kidney, douche to the kidney, go uppercut, down goes Nyika, hoity J, the hammer, hoity J.
We've got I think it's a media workout. We could actually lace up. I think it might be on
what
Wednesday.
A great idea!
That'd be awesome.
That is a great idea.
That would be the only thing I'd be uncomfortable with, David, is if we had to get our kit off. Obviously, you're probably in better shape than me.
Perhaps.
I
don't know.
But having said that, man, I've been going to the gym and planking and shit.
The other issue you'd have too is if people find out that Jase is keen to have a scrap, there'd be quite a long line of people that you'd have to jump in that want to fight Jase.
Yeah, of course.
You'd probably be at the back of that.
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because sizes and everything. Keyzie and I, because we used to give each other a bit of jipping back in the day there, we actually ended up in the ring, didn't we, Keyzie? And I smacked the living crap out of him.
Oh, did we?
You're kidding.
Yeah, but we didn't televise it, unfortunately, or get it on camera.
Well,
Yeah.
Thankfully, you'll be able to catch this one live on DAZN.
Hey, beautifully done, mate.
Yeah,
Beautifully done.
really, actually, genuinely looking forward to it because I've never been to a live fight. And I'm imagining, you've been to a few, Mogi. You love your cage fighting.
Yeah, I have.
Adesanya?
Yeah, went to Adesanya last year. That was a good weekend watching him lose, and then watching the Warriors lose. That was a good time. But I'm no curse, David. I don't want you to worry about me cursing you when we come along to the fight. But yeah, there's a bit of admin that you got to get out of the way, I'd imagine, Keyzie.
Oh, hang on. No, don't just paint me as the admin guy. Dave, just quickly, let's say you win this fight, what does that do for you? Like, what does the pathway ahead look like for you?
So this fight has actually been sanctioned by the WBO and the IBF, which basically puts me in the top 15 rankings in both of those sanctioning bodies. So it puts me in the big picture of those within those two sanctioning bodies. So those two belts, I'll be fighting for two belts next on September 14th.
Yeah, right, okay.
And just very quickly, on a serious note, mate, how's the training been going? You feeling good? You feeling confident?
Great question, Jase.
Thanks, mate.
No, it's been amazing. I've had tough sparring. I've had orthodox sparring. I've had southpaw sparring. So when the news came up that there may be some controversy, I was ready for whatever. And I just feel really blessed that our sponsors, Manuka Doctor, are still on board because this is they are putting so much on the line for me and myself. So moving forwards, I really want to. I want to make statements, and I think this guy is the right guy to do it on.
Great.
You know what I mean? That poor guy, poor bastard.
Yeah.
And one last thing, Dave, I've already said that, but you win the fight, right? What's the first thing you're eating? What are you doing? Pizza, burger?
Gosh.
Or are you just like straight back into the protein?
Probably back on the Manuka honey.
Oh, right.
You're good, man. You're good.
This
Come
guy.
on. Hey, but I believe, David, that we're going to have a little chat to you next week as well because we're going to be there before the shite, give you a bit of a...
Before the shite. The fight.
Before the fight, give you a bit of a pep talk, get you fired up, mate, ready to go because I want to see you throwing some bombs, all right?
I'll show you how.
Yeah, good on you. And if you want to watch it, don't forget it is on DAZN, DAZN.com. David Nyika, good luck for the shite.
Cheers, boys.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Metallica there on the radio, Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 5 minutes to 6. Having met the guy, David Nyika, just speaking to him then, I really am looking forward to the fight, Mogi. It's going to be great.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, grown men smacking the crap out of each other.
What I like about it, so there's a guy, very intelligent, has been, I think, my understanding, he's been boxing since he was about 13 or 14,
Yes.
And he's 29 now. So the amount of work that goes into it, it's awesome, eh?
Yeah.
It's, if you've ever had a fight and come out on the wrong side,
Yeah.
you know how hard it is.
And the thing is, too, if people aren't across boxing, he hasn't just come out of nowhere. He's 29. He's got 2 Commonwealth golds and a bronze in Tokyo as well. So this guy's got a decent rap sheet. And you guys will be there at the old backbone table watching.
Yeah, we will, man.
Yeah.
If you
Get
want
involved in that.
If you want to join and be with Hoity J and Mogi, unfortunately Keyzie's away, text the word fight to 3483. You have to wear a suit and you get free food and drinks.
What's exciting about it for me, Jase, is you and I down the years we've been to many sporting events, and one of the things that's sort of the staple about our appearances there is streaking.
Sure.
We've streaked at cricket, we've streaked at rugby, we've never streaked at a boxing match.
Yeah.
And I do think to myself there might be something in that because we could potentially be the world's first streakers during a boxing main event.
Lock it in, Eddie.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
How hot?
Very hot.
Super hot. People that might be planning to have dinner shortly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we want to know what you haven't. So text through on 3483 what you're having for dinner, and after 6 we'll be doing What's for Tea New Zealand with me, Keyzie. Oh.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Thursday is going along nicely indeed. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Very good, boys. Very good. Well done.
Thanks, Mr. Hoyt.
Hey, Mogi, what did we talk about on the outro podcast today?
Look, the thing about the outro podcast is it's not the stuff that you normally expect, particularly from the radio show. It's its own unique content.
Yes.
It's one free-flowing conversation. We don't come in with topics. It's just we turn the mics on and we go. So for today, for example, I don't know. I can't remember. And like every podcast, I can never remember what it was that we were talking about. And I'm trying to remember while I'm talking, but I can't remember. I can. Acting chat.
Oh, yes,
we had some
acting
acting chat.
That's right. Genuinely about the acting industry.
That's right.
Here is a clip right now entitled "Would You Rather." Would you rather, with a week's notice, do a fight, a boxing fight, or a play?
At my age, a play.
A play.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was too old. Any injury I sustain now.
I'd die if I had a fight.
Yeah.
I reckon in the first 2 minutes I'd have a heart attack.
Yeah, let's use that excuse again. Old Keyzie will do it for you. Yeah, Jase will sign up for it, then I'll end up doing it.
Hey, that's a true story.
That comes out at 7:30 tonight, by the way, along with a highlights package of our show. Just search Hauraki, wherever you get your potties from.
And I tell you what, thinking about this show, there's plenty of highlights. You know what I'm saying, fellas?
Today's one especially.
Hey, now, what's for Team New Zealand? Text us 3483, and we'll get into that next.
Jesus. White Stripes, by the way, Seven Nation Army.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
News there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show Thursday evening. I'm feeling pretty hungry, so let's have a bit of tea chat.
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. Text here from Steve. What's for tea, New Zealand? With me, Keyzie.
Yellow wheeze, thick crust, monkey porn, doesn't like thick crust, doesn't like monkey porn. What is it? Admin boy and Voucher boy and
Captain Admin.
Captain Admin.
Dr. Google Fingers.
And for people just joining in who have no idea what they're talking about, I don't know either.
Well, that's just the various nicknames you've collected over the period of the show. Not even all of them.
No.
Is it? That's
So
only
one of my
that's
nicknames
the
is-
last few months.
One of my nicknames is Thick Crust.
Yes.
And one of my nicknames is Monkey Porn.
Yes.
Those are not nicknames.
I guess less nicknames, more a list, an up-to-date list, which we update daily, weekly, whatever's required, of your most deep interests.
Yes. Your hobbies, maybe.
The worst, I don't like thick crust pizza. I prefer
Well, that's
thin
why
crust.
we added doesn't like thick crust.
And also doesn't like monkey porn. That was a pretty important one.
Yeah, we just did that to make you feel better about your monkey porn addiction.
Well, can I just say, it makes me feel a lot better. Hey, speaking of that.
Do you want to know what I'm having for tea, Keyzie?
Oh, what is it, Jase?
Slow-cooked beef cheeks.
Is it slow cooked because you're cooking it?
No, it's in a slow cooker.
Ah.
Oh, like a casserole. Are you going to clap them cheeks?
Mashed potato.
Oh, yes. Do you use a masher, like a traditional masher?
Yes.
And has that got sort of a squiggly line through it like the steel, or has it got lots of little holes in the squashy bit?
Holes.
Yeah, I prefer the holes.
Do you use like a traditional potato?
Yes.
And does that have
I
like,
tend
is it
to
like
focus.
sort of.
I try and have a mashing potato.
Yes.
Oh, as
Yes.
opposed to like an agria.
I
Yes.
don't like a waxy potato for a mash.
No.
No, to be honest, I don't even like mash.
I go heavy
Boring.
on the butter and pepper. And a
Oh,
bit
yeah.
of lemon zest, obviously, and quite a bit of milk.
Do you ever mix potato with kumara?
Sometimes my wife did that the other night. I wasn't happy.
Because you don't like the idea of the two mixing. Look, there's lots of text coming through on 3483. Heaps. G'day, fellas.
Oh, yes.
Steve here.
Who?
Steve. It's like Steve, but with an
That's
X.
good, man.
Yeah. I'm having a rum and coke and a couple of darts.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man.
That's
It's ringing my bell.
And he's just
Yeah,
texting
man.
here
Except for the rum.
responsibly.
responsibly, of course.
Why? What does rum make you do?
Whenever I get on the rums, everybody asks me to be the godfather for their kids.
Oh, that's so yeah. G'day, lads. Tony here.
Tony have done it
Soprano.
again.
Soprano. Yeah. Hey, lads.
Oh, can you sound
gee,
that
can you do
racism
the
siren?
alarm, please?
Well, no, that's not. I don't want to. That was just joking around. I don't think that deserved the racism alarm.
Yeah, I don't
know?
think just because you're joking, mate, that means you can be racist.
Well, I wasn't really
In
being...
fact, that's one of the main rules about racism.
Totally, man.
Can't make light of it. All right?
Yeah, that's my bad. Hey, lads, having corned beef with all its mates on the side.
Oh.
Cheers, Tony Soprano. Any vibes on that? Or just
Depends who his
silence?
mates are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's the corned beef's mates. With all
No, that's
its-
what I'm saying.
Yes.
What are the mates?
Yeah, that's the crucial question there.
All
he's-
its mates.
He's just text through.
Mustard sauce?
Nah.
Nah.
Well, then it's not acceptable.
No, hang on. Let me finish what he's having. Potatoes mashed,
Oh, yes.
beans
You hate-
steamed responsibly.
Yeah.
And mustard sauce.
Yum.
Sorry, I missed that, Jase. It's my bad, man.
All good.
One more, eh?
Yeah,
fellas?
one for the road, eh?
Okay. How about g'day, Flowers Doug here?
Oh.
Cowie. Umpire.
Yeah. Got him.
Nah, it's definitely not him.
Not
Doug
out.
Howlett.
It's boring.
Doug Howlett.
Yeah, it's
Not
Doug
out.
Howlett.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Doug Howlett, leading try scorer all time
Running
for the
over
All
the
Blacks.
cars. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting hit with a purse by Tana. Was it him? With a handbag by Tana Umaga?
No. I don't know. It's not Rodney Soyalo, but it was a big man.
Yeah, it was somewhere around that
Yeah.
that era. Doug here in the far, far north, couple of voddies. And then I'm going to fire up the barbie responsibly, he says here. Having a scotch fillet responsibly. Couple of snags, some chops, and no rabbit food, so just meat.
Oh, yeah, good.
So he'll get scurvy soon like you did.
Yeah, what a
Bogey.
backbone. Yeah.
It's good.
Low
eh?
energy, big talk, good stuff.
Yeah.
Yum.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Super groove there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday evening. Let's chat TV. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Yeah. That'll do.
Man. Whoa.
I know, right?
Huh.
Too long, eh?
I was going to watch another episode of Bad Monkey last night, but you know when you say let's go to bed,
Yes.
and then it's 2 hours later, and it's too late. It's too late then. The thing we were going to watch was too long. It would have been, I put it on at 8:50, Keyzie. That means I'll be finished at 9:50.
Yeah, nah.
Too late.
That's an hour, Jace.
Yeah.
So I watched another episode of Seinfeld, which I enjoyed greatly.
Wow,
Greatly.
so it's coming
so,
back.
it's so good having it up my sleeve. It is. It's really come back a lot because I was hating it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but it's come out the other side. Anyway, moving on.
Last night, Jace, I went to the screening of the first episode of Celebrity Treasure Island, the latest
yeah.
season, which is coming out.
STI.
Oh, no, CTI. It's,
You'd know the difference.
it's coming out on Monday. I think everyone would know the difference. Don't give thumbs up to pugs like, hey, clip that off and use that as a trailer. It starts Monday. And it was,
Good idea, Keyzie.
It starts Monday, so I was at this theatre and like all the 80% of the cast were there, right? And the first episode, and some of the notable names like Suzanne Paul is on it,
Yes.
And it's a notable name.
and she is brilliant.
Yeah.
So funny and so lovely. And then you've got like Christian Cullen is on it. Waitangi Korpu, who I used to work with, is on it as well. There's a few comedians and stuff. Tamati Coffee,
Yeah.
he's going to be. He's on it.
Yeah.
He's going to be a bit of a.
Is he the villain, is he?
At the first episode, he's the villain. I won't say why, but when the bit happens, and it involves a bit of lying and really sticking to your guns, even though everyone knows, he went wheeze in the cinema while that bit was playing and didn't come back for like 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
And then came back after that bit had played and then sat back down.
I'd love that. That would be the only aspect of it that I'd love, is just lying all the time.
Wouldn't you be good at it?
Just being a piece of beep.
Totally.
It would be
It's really
It'd
interesting.
be funny to lie the whole time, but
Yeah, I'd love it. But
depends how they cut it.
I had an interesting thing with friends we went away with last weekend, and they said CTI. They went, oh, no, because it's all radio stars. And
There's none.
And who listens to the radio anymore? And I was like, excuse me?
Excuse me.
There's
No,
not
it
one
might be
single
on
many
some other
people.
shows, but
There's no radio people on it.
maybe not on this one, but maybe in the past. I don't know.
Certainly
That's what
there
they
has been.
said.
All I can say is that if there's one thing that's lacking, it's radio people.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
now look, very quickly, and I know I've talked about this show the last two nights, but I finished it off last night, and I'm talking about Camping, the British comedy.
For God's sake.
Now, wait. The final episode, which is this massive party, and one of the characters in this show is an alcoholic. Suffice to say, everything gets massively out of hand, and once again, it went to a place that was so dark that my wife and I were like, oh dear, I can't believe I'm watching this happening. The things that they went into went kind of beyond comedy into just plain, this is massively uncomfortable, and
that's a good thing.
Yes, because it's kind of interesting, because it takes you to a weird place, and it ended kind of weirdly too. So I do recommend it. It's an interesting show.
Which episode of Seinfeld was it?
It was one in the 7th season there.
Oh,
pretty good, I tell you what.
Some wacky stuff. Did Kramer come in?
Kramer was in there, man.
What did you watch that on? Netflix, was it?
Yeah, it's on there.
So good.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You should check it out, Jase.
No.
Seinfeld.
Sign Feld. This is Led Zeppelin, by the way.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Queens of the Stone Age there on the radio Hauraki Big Show. Now listen up, all you tattoo freaks, because we've got some exciting news for you. And we're thinking about it, actually, that the only person that's part of the Big Show that's really into their tats is old Pugsan. We thought it would be appropriate for him to come into the studio and talk about tats.
Kia ora, Pugsan.
Kia ora, Mogi.
Did you say tattoo freaks, Jase, or tattooed freaks?
No, tattoo freaks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You sure you still want me in?
Yeah, totally,
okay,
man.
sure, yeah.
I've got a question for you, Pugs, and I don't know if you've been asked this before, but does it hurt getting a tattoo, man?
Yeah, it kind of hurts, man.
Yeah,
It sort
right.
of depends on where you get it, of course.
Oh, yeah. Where's the one that hurt the most?
Probably on the inside of my wrists.
Oh, yep.
That was
that
pretty
squiggly
sore.
line one there.
Can I ask?
Certainly is squiggly.
Can I ask?
Sure.
What's your philosophy on tattoos there, Pugsan? I mean, when you're thinking about a tattoo, what motivates old Pugsan?
If you want it, get it.
That's the
pretty
one.
much. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you see it, get it. Right?
No,
Like-
well, no.
You've got
If it's
a,
Not just
like-
anything you see. Just
Like,
you got a fly on your arm there, for example.
that'd be a bumblebee.
Oh, it's a
Jase.
bee.
Yeah,
Oh, is it a
just see,
bumblebee?
the stripes
yeah,
sort
that
of
gives it away.
give it away.
I
yeah.
knew that. Pugs. I know
You'd
my
get that?
I know my tats. No, I knew that was a
Oh,
bee.
you knew? Oh.
Yeah.
Pugs.
Yeah.
If you won flights and accommodation for you and a mate to go down to beautiful Taranaki, New Plymouth, for the
Yeah.
New Zealand Tattoo and Art Festival presented by Bepanthen,
Do you know what Bepanthen is?
and you got a
Who
$500
doesn't?
tattoo voucher, what would you get?
What?
What would you get with the
Yeah, what would you
$500
get?
tattoo?
Yeah,
That's
what's
kind
a
of a broad.
tattoo?
That's kind of a broad question.
What's
I
a
haven't-
specific question? Specifically, what kind of tattoo would you get? And how much do you get for $500? Because I understand it's quite expensive now.
It is quite expensive, but I would say it depends on the artist and the artwork and the art style.
So yours were cheap.
Pugsan. Pugsan.
I work in radio, man. They had to look shit.
If you were to say get a portrait of one of us on the Big Show, who would it be?
Oh, now we're talking.
I say yours would be, if I got yours, Jase, it'd be pretty expensive. There's like a lot of line.
Got him. A lot of
A lot of lines. A lot of honker.
You mean
I'm sick of catching strays in Studio B for my tattoos. I had to swing it somewhere else, man. And for that, I apologise.
no, that's all good. You mean like happy lines?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah,
What
yeah.
are those? Oh, crow's eyes.
Yeah, crow's
right.
eyes.
Some
Yeah,
smile.
Oh,
yeah,
crow's feet. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but hey, New Zealand, if you want to be a tattoo freak like Pugsan, head to Hauraki.
Tattooed freak.
No, a tattoo freak. Like
Oh,
you're a freak.
Right.
Yeah.
Go to hauraki.co.nz and you could win Top Up Your Ink in Taranaki, which, as I said, is you and a mate, flights, a night at the Novotel, and tickets to the New Zealand Art and Tattoo Festival, brought to you by Bepanthen.
Can I also say that if you've got any questions about tattoos for Pugsan, fire them through 3483 or hit us up on our Hauraki Big Show DMs on Instagram there, And we can get you in every day when we're talking about heading to Taranaki and the Tats Festival there, and we can answer some questions there because people out there want to know. I'm a clean skin, Jase. You've got very few tattoos. Mine a little one
just
there,
tiny little one.
Sure. Yeah, and Jase has got a tiny little one.
I'm a clean skin.
So it'll be good. I'd like to. There's plenty I could learn about it.
Sure, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
You're not
bugs.
clean skinned, Keyzie. You got your eczema.
Oh, clean.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. Thursday show done and dusted. Mogi home, bit of Seinfeld and then bed.
No,
Keyzie.
actually, I've got a mate coming over.
Uh-oh.
Yep, his actually someone who was my wife went to school with.
My wife.
He's coming over. His wife and kid are away, so coming over for a I don't know what for actually. Probably a catch up yarn. A few durries, some magic mushrooms. There we go.
Good stuff, mate.
Isn't it funny the only veggies you're eating are mushies?
Yeah.
Or they're actually fungus.
You're going to go home, pork mince dinner, bit of Seinfeld, put your wife to bed, bit of country calendar, then gaming with some guys online, bit of bort, and then you'll go to bed.
Jase, you're going to go home. You're going to play Scrabble with your wife.
No, I did that last night.
Get pumped.
I did that last night, and I did get pumped.
You'll write a poem and
No, I don't write poetry
light
anymore.
a candle, do some
I
meditation.
do like candles.
Do some yoga, have a perv out the window and say, oh, she looks elegant, and then go to bed.
You forgot the making love, Keyzie.
Oh,
and have a go at yourself.
Have a go at yourself.
And the gym.
And Jim will be there as well.
And the protein shake.
And you guys will share a protein shake.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Good stuff. Listen, it's been a pleasure bringing you the show. Check out all our podcasts. Check out our Instagram account. Till tomorrow. See you later.
Bye.